everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Turn Ups to Tangerines. And today on the Wisconsin series, we are going to talk about Pretzilla soft pretzel bread. Now, this company is based in Milwaukee. It's from the Miller Baking Company, and they make these pretzel bites. They make cheese-filled pretzel bites. They make pretzel buns, pretzel mini buns, and I think they're even making now like a pretzel hot dog bun, I do believe. You can find any of these products in most major grocery stores here in Wisconsin, usually in the bakery department, not by the bread aisle where they have, like the Mrs. Carl's bread and all that, but there usually is a small display set up somewhere in the bakery. They don't, some grocery stores, they don't carry all of their products, but they'll have, they'll either carry like the buns or the mini buns, or they'll carry like the pretzel bites or something like that. Some will carry all of them, but some won't. And another place, if you can't find them in the bakery department, you will most likely find it in like the deli area where they have the specialty items. That's where I did find this particular, the pretzel bites. I found them at the in the deli department. It's a really nice deli department at what's the name of that place? Country Market, I believe the name of it is, in Shawano, and that's where I found these. So today we're going to talk about these, and they're fantastic for an hors d'oeuvre. If you like my husband, he drinks wine, and he drinks a lot of wine. I wouldn't call him a fancy wine drinker, because to him, drinking a glass of wine and having one of these is all he needs. He always says, when he drinks wine, he likes to have some bread. Well, he said these always work great. So, I mean, they're great for a party. They're easy. They freeze fantastic. Usually I buy 1 or 2 of these containers, because for my husband and I, there's quite a few in here. This is like, I don't make them all for just him and I, because there's no way we can eat all of these. I mean, we could, but I don't think we would feel too well after we did. So what I like to do is I like to buy 2 of these big containers, the tubs, and then I freeze one, and then I open up the other one, which I'm going to do right now. And they are airtight packed in here, and they come, ooh, there we go. Now my dogs will run in any second here. I know that. And I take the top off, and like I said, these are vacuum packed. They are airtight. And you get, let me see if I can do this a little closer here, just so you can kind of see. And then they get your little salt packet, which I'm not a salt nut. My husband is. I'm not, so I do that for him. But then, do those just smell heavenly. These are really, really great for an appetizer, and I'm going to get some ready for you and show you exactly what I do with them. And I put them in a little bag, in a little container here. I don't have a little baking sheet, otherwise I do put them on a baking sheet. And then I just, kind of throw some in there, how many we like. Sometimes I make more than others, and they are good. So I'll do that for now. Like I said, usually I prefer to use a baking sheet, but I just don't have a small one. It's something I got to invest in, because now that's just my husband and I. We really don't need, a huge baking sheet just to put a few things on. But this is what they look like when I put them in the pan. And as you can see, I still have almost, half, if not over half, up left. And this is plenty for even one person, certainly even for 2 if you have other hors d'oeuvres out. And then what I do is I take a little bit of cooking spray. And this happens to be the olive oil based cooking spray. And I just get them a little bit of a snaps. Oh, geez. I didn't aim it the right direction there, Lynn. Okay, and then I just lightly spray them like that. And then just a little bit of spray on there. It helps with toasting them a little bit. And then, of course, I don't have my scissors. So I gotta use my trusty teeth. And then you just sprinkle a little bit of salt on. Now, since I'm going to be eating these, I don't want any more salt on them. And then what I do is I just, you know, either save the salt packet and put it in with this for later, or I throw it out. It depends. The salt is like a nice pretzel salt, but this is what I do. And then I'm gonna pop them in a 350-degree oven for 10 minutes or so till they get nice and toasted, and I'll be back and I'll show you just what I serve them with. I make a homemade honey mustard dipping sauce, and I'll be back in a flash with these. Hang on tight. Our pretzel bites are out of the oven, and they really didn't take all that long to make. I'd say at 375 degrees. I think they were ready in about 8 minutes or so, something like that. It didn't take all that long. You just want to toast them lightly. You're not really cooking them or anything like that. You're just kind of, you know, toasting them up a little bit. There, I had to turn my light on. And here is my honey dipping sauce. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some out here on here. Ooh, they're hot, that's for sure. And this is basically what they look like. They're nice and puffy and nice and toasty, but they're still, you know, soft. They taste like a hot, soft pretzels. There used to be that pretzel place out at the mall that I used to love to go to. Can't think of the name of it offhand. Oh, geez, I don't know. But I can't think, they could still be there. I don't go to the mall that often. But anyway, they were good. And that's what these taste like. Is it Annie M's or something like that? I mean, we're talking, you know, 20 years ago here. That's probably the last time I was at the mall, so there you go. But anyway, that's what they look like roughly. And like I said, I'll cook them at 375 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes. You just want them toasted so they're nice and toasted on the outside, but they're still nice and soft on the inside like this. And I'm waiting for them to cool down. This is honey mustard sauce. I will have the link or the recipe at the bottom in the description box, along with a link to the company here that makes the delicious pretzel bites, pretzel buns, you name it, and it's good. They even have cheese filled of these. I haven't had those yet. So anyway, okay, now I want to show you what I do, because like I said, I only made not even a half of a package or half of a tub of the pretzel bites here for my husband and I. So what I do is I take the rest of them and I put them in a baggie, seal up the baggie tight. I wrap tape around the salt because I save that also. And then I just pop this in the freezer until I need them, or put them in my refrigerator until, you know, if I'm going to use them within a couple days, I stick it in the refrigerator and they're good to go. But I usually end up freezing them. These freeze really well. And then when I want to make them, I let them thaw, you know, a little bit. But that's what I do. You can do that too, or you can freeze the whole tub I've done that too, just throwing the whole tub into my freezer. But because I opened it, and that's what I do. That way we always have some on hand. They make a really good snack, or, you know, hors d'oeuvre or whatever. They're just really, really good. And you could use cheese dip with this. You could dip them into the honey mustard or just plain mustard. Anything like that. I mean, you know, you could do whatever you want. Okay, I'm just going to take this one here and I'm going to dip it in there, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like with the sauce. This is just honey, and then they're still nice and soft inside like that. Good. One more. I don't know why this isn't tracking very well today. There it is. Then I'm going to dink it in here. Not dink it, dunk it. I'm going to go like that, hold it there. There we go. Now it's working. Now I'm going to take a bite. And see how nice and chewy they are yet? Just slightly toasting the outside. Oh, these are good. Like I said, the only thing I can say about these is I added on my sauce, unfortunately, for myself, I added way too much chili powder, but it's still good. Well, this is what they look like. This is a pretzel bite. Pretzel bite. Oh my goodness. It's a pretzel bite dipped into honey mustard sauce. And they are delicious. Thanks for stopping by. Stop back tomorrow for another episode of the Wisconsin series.